Okay, this is my tutorial on negative harmony. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm fed up. I'm just fed up. I have been using this for 5 years before Collier Weirdo came out, which and the Levin book is absolutely not. It's just got too many things wrong with it. It's not really of any value. All this is you're playing at C, E, G. Your axis is where does the C and the G meet if you were to go from outer to inner. On an E and E flat. Okay, so from C major, negative harmony is C minor. Now, if I want to play a D minor chord, that is a whole step to the right of the C. So what I have to do is go to the G and go a whole step to the left. And because D is minor, F has to be major. And what I just did there was I played a C to a G, so then I decided to play an F minor to the C, because I'm using negative harmony. Now, let's say you want to go from the sharplands and you want to cascade down from D major to G major to C. Okay. What is the negative harmony of D major to G to the C? That is B flat minor, F minor to C minor. So I get a different feel from using negative harmony, at least, or just two chords to the one. Now, if you do something with it musically and you switch them up from D major to minor to G major to minor to B flat minor to major to F major to minor to C minor, here's what you get. And no, it's not just parallel minors and majors. Your mind is thinking absolutely differently than just improvising off the fly. You have a bag of tricks to use to decide how you want to change this thing up. So here we go. G, C to G, then I use a C to an F minor. And the thing is, the F minor has the same pull. An F minor 6 has exactly the same pull as a G7. You can play one after the other. Instead of just one, you can use them both. So, if you experiment with this, it is absolutely more than just a mindless technique someone came up with. Well, you know, some of those patterns don't really fit in the song. When you're doing modal interchange, you decide what you're going to use. Come on. If I want to play a C, crazy. Just play around with this. Don't make yourself an instant expert when you're not. Use it, and then you can talk like you're an expert. So, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just fed up with it. It's like you can use secondary dominance, like I'm in a C. And I want to go to the A, but I don't want to go to the A immediately. It's kind of boring. So, I'm going to do a secondary dominant. To the A7. That's great. Okay, what if I get sick of using secondary dominants? What if I want to go ahead and start using Neapolitan 6 chords, like the German, French, and Italian, as predominants to the dominant, and then go to your minor, whatever it's going to be. Okay, it's like a two-step. Instead of just going D to G to C, you can go, keep playing C to your E major, to your A minor. That's fine. But let's say I want to do something like a Neapolitan, German, French, or Italian, which here's an Italian. And I'm going to the A minor. It has a cool sound to it. It's not just a completely, you get kind of sick of. And you can intertwine these things. But anyway, so let's say I want to use a German. Well, the Germans decided they don't want to cut corners. So the Italians are conservative, and they decide to use an A flat and a C and an F sharp. The Germans say, forget about it. We're going to use an A flat chord, and then we're going to add the F sharp. And the French, no, the saying is, the French follow no one and no one follow the French. So the French say, we want to have our own thing that is not the Italian or the German augmented chord. So we are going to use an A flat, C, and D. And then the F sharp. And then to G7, to C. Well, for fun, I'm going to combine them all. Let's combine that with some negative harmony. Okay, so that was my tutorial on how to use negative harmony. And it's just touching the surface. And then I wanted to add using the augmented 6 chords, all 3 of them, not one, all 3. Mix them up, mingle them up. The more tricks you have in your bag, the more you have tricks to pull out of your bag. Simple. Get into Barry Harris. Use the family of dominant 7s that are built off of the fully diminished chords. Those are fun. If I'm playing a 2-5-1, like D minor to a G, major 7 or D7 to a C, it's fine. But if I use the family of dominant 7 chords, I can switch those off. So instead of playing a G, I have the ability to play G7, B flat 7, D flat 7, and E7. So anyway, I'm done. I'm just trying to stir people up to experiment and try things, but don't just try things. Try different techniques that will add skill to you, and where you don't just learn what they are, but how in the world to use them, and for God's sake, use them. Anyway, I'm done.